Today we are going to solve this to some problem in the Leet code. So here is the problem. So you are given an array of integer and a target number. Our task is to find the two number in an array that add up to the target and return their indexes. For example, let's take an example. So input, so they are giving two input. One is nums, which is an array, and another is integer, which is a target. So these are the two inputs. For example, 4, 6, 2, 7. Let's take this array as an example, and our target value is 9. And the ask is we need to identify the x and y index of the x and y. So x and y are the two numbers inside the input array. So we need to find the x and y. So what are the x and y? So if we add x plus y, that should give the result of target value, which is 9. So in this case, 2 plus 7 will result in the value 9. So the output should be index of 2 and 7. So 4, 6, 2, 7. The 4 as the index of 0, 6 is 1, 2 is 2, 7 is 3. So the output should be 2, 3. So how can we solve this? We can solve this through simple brute force approach, or can solve this in an optimized way. So what is the simplest way? For example, we are having array of numbers a, b, c and d, and we need a target that is t. So if we add up any of the two numbers inside the array, we need to get the value of the target. So in brute force approach, we can pick up the first number and check with every number, and similarly we can pick up the second number and check with every number. So this loop will continue until we find the match. So this is the simplest way, but it has a disadvantage, that is cost of time. Since we have only 4 numbers inside the array, it is quite easy. What if we have 100 numbers inside the array? That will take a huge time. So we need a optimized approach. So what is the optimized approach? Here we can use something called as hash map. So consider hash map as a magical notebook. So it is a magical notebook that will store the numbers which we seen already in the array. So let me make it clear how this hash map will be using inside our solution. So inside the hash map, the key will be the value of the array, and the value of the hash map will be the index of the array. So we will understand the logic. So here also we will be iterating the values, iterating the values inside the array. So the difference is we will be iterating only once by using hash map, whereas in case of brute force solution we will be iterating n times. So since it becomes an optimized. So how we are solving? We will be understanding in the high level steps. high level steps of the hash map solution. So step 1, we will be starting with empty hash map. Then we will loop through the array. Then for each number in the array, we will be calculating the complement number. So the complement number is C is equal to target minus number. So this complement number we will be storing in the hash map. So then if this complement number already exists, then we will return both indexes. Else we will be put the number into the hash map and then continue. For better understanding, we will run through an example. So let us consider this array 4, 6, 2, 7, and the target value is 9. So we will be starting hash map, empty hash map. So the first number is 4. So then we will be calculating the complement number, which is target minus this first number n1. So that would be 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. So our hash map will be storing the first number is 4 and the index is 0. So this is the key, this is the value in the hash map. So next, in second number 6, so the complement number would be 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. So we will check whether this value 3 exists in the hash map key. No. So we will add this number and in the hash map 4 is to 0, sorry, 6, second value is 6, 6 is to 1. So then we will move to the third value is 2. So the complement number for the 2 is 9 minus 2, which is 7. So we will check if 7 exists in this hash map. So no. So then we will add this third number inside the hash map. 4 is to 0 comma 6 is to 1 comma 2 is to 2. Then we will go for the fourth number, which is 7. The complement of the 7, 9 minus 7 is equal to 2. So now we will check with the keys of the hash map whether the number 2 exists or not. So yes, we found that the number 2 exists in the second index. So we will return the index. Answer is equal to 2 comma 3. This how this algorithm works. Now we will be understanding this using a pseudocode. So for pseudocode is so before writing a Java code, it is better to write a pseudocode for this solution. So in the pseudocode, firstly we need to define the function. So function is, we can give a name for this function as toSum. We will initialize the parameters. Then we will be creating a empty hash map. After that we will be doing iteration for I in range 0 to length of an array, which is nums dot length. We will be finding the complement value, which is target minus the number of the index one by one. So if the complement exists inside the hash map, we will be returning the value, returning the hash map complement and I, else null. So this is the pseudocode for this hash map for toSum problem.